and welcome to the Uma Show. Today I'm going to talk about my 5 daily practices for well-being. Why do I do it, and what are these practices, and why I have been consistent with them. So you all know, if you've been watching me for a while, or you're subscribed to my channel, or you are on my Instagram, or you know just been observing my daily life or my life in general, you know that overall well-being is very, very important to me. I just don't focus on one aspect of life. I focus on every aspect of my life because I want to create that balance that keeps me centered and keeps me in a good place. I guess it's also a Libra in me, always looking for balance in everything. But over the years, I've seen if I have that balance, I'm more centered, I'm more peaceful. I just have inner peace and joy and more energy in general, not just physically, but even mentally. I just have more. I'm more vivacious. And so, what are these 5 daily practices, and why do I do them? Let's start with my first one. My first daily practice is having a very structured morning ritual. When I wake up in the morning, it's very important to do my morning ritual on a daily basis because that keeps me really in a very good space. It makes me start my day with full vigor and energy. So I wake up in the morning, and first thing I do is come to my space, which I've created for meditation, which has that energy, and I meditate at the same place every single day. So I start my day there. I light a candle or an incense, and I start my breath work. Now, as we all know, we are living because we are breathing, and breathing is just so important. Breathing properly is even more important. So most of us are breathing but not breathing properly, not really breathing fully. So I start with my breath work. If you want to know more about it, you can actually watch a video that I did on focusing on my morning ritual. So I do pranayama, and I have continued doing it for many, many years. And the moment I finish my breath work, I just feel so alive, like every cell of my body is oxygenated. And if I woke up with any kind of negative emotions or feelings, I just feel that with proper breath work, they just go away. And everything that we store on a cellular level, if you're breathing properly, it's easier for the body to extract all of it from your body. And after my breath work, I do chanting, which is Ho'oponopono chanting. If you know Ho'oponopono, then you know that it's a practice of forgiveness and starting your life from a clean slate. So that's what I like to do every single day, every morning, because it's no point living in the past. So many things happen, and so many things have happened that has made us who we are. We just got to be grateful for it and move on, because we wouldn't be here today if those things wouldn't have happened. So then I do meditation. Usually I meditate for 20 minutes, but sometimes I also meditate longer, 1 hour, or my maximum has been 1.5 hours. I've been meditating for many, many years, and it really keeps me very grounded. And it also, I feel like, has helped my cognitive behavior. I feel like I'm way more focused than I was even in my 30s. I'm more attentive, and I've become more of a listener than talker. And I think meditation has really helped me with that. So that's my morning ritual. And after that, I wait for some time, and then have my water, and then after some time I have my celery juice. After that, I wait for some time and then have my tea. And that's how I start my morning. And my morning ritual is so important for my overall well-being, because it, as I said, it really gives me that grounding in the morning. It gives me a clean slate. It gives me that energy to start my morning with a lot of positivity. So that is my first practice. Second practice is moving my body. No matter what, I move my body. I love weight training. So I've been weight training for almost 21 years, actually, ever since I've become a mother. But if I'm not able to do that, then I go for a walk, or I do yoga. Nowadays I'm doing Kundalini yoga, or I go for a walk on the beach, or I will just do some kind of stretching, or I'll do Pilates, or I'll dance. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, but I like to move my body every single day. Movement is very powerful. Again, it really releases you from blocked energies, and it releases you from any kind of negative emotions that you're carrying, apart from working out your muscles, increasing your blood circulation, your heartbeat, helps in lymphatic drainage, it moves your nutrition all over the body, it helps your cognitive behavior. It just has so many benefits. So it doesn't matter what you do, but I strongly recommend that moving your body every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, is so important. And it's no longer for me is to keep fit or lose weight, or be a certain shape. It's not physical for me anymore. Moving my body is so much more emotional and spiritual for me. So I every single day move my body. So that's my second practice that is very, very important to me, and it's really very important for my overall well-being. The third thing that I am really conscious about, and it's one of the practices, is what is going inside my body. So what's on my plate. I have never gone on any kind of diet. I've never followed any kind of diet. I don't really believe in any kind of diet, simply because I feel everyone's body is different. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for even my sister may not work for me. And we need to experiment with different kinds of food. So I don't believe in this categorizing, certain food group as healthy or certain food group as unhealthy. Of course, there are certain things that processed food and all of it is definitely unhealthy, but just going on certain kind of diet, I've never believed in it. I believe that you need to put nutrition inside of your body that your body needs for different kind of functions. Our body is like a machine, and it's an amazing machine, and it needs the fuel that it needs. And if it's getting that, then it functions at its optimum. So I'm very conscious about what's going inside my system. It's very important for me to eat food that I can digest. And that doesn't mean that I don't treat myself with things that I like. I absolutely do, and I'm extremely intuitive when it comes to food. But I make sure 90% of the time I'm eating nutritious food that is working for me, that is working for my physical body, that's working for my spiritual body, that's working for my brain, that's working for my organs, that's working for my hair, my skin, my mood. That's such an important aspect, all of it. So that's a practice that I've followed for last few years, and it has really brought me where I am today in terms of all aspects, not only what I'm doing in my personal life, but even in my career. I'm pretty much living what I talk about in all my platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, professionally what I'm doing, whether I'm as an educator, as a wellness enthusiast, as a wellness professional. I am not saying anything that I don't do personally, and I always experiment with things. So very conscious about what's going inside the system in terms of food, and also very conscious about what's going on in what's going inside my system in terms of thoughts and energies and all of it. I like to be surrounded by people who are positive, who are looking at the world from a perspective that is positive, because it doesn't matter what has happened to you. What really matters is how you look at it, and that's what is most important, because life is constantly happening, things are constantly happening to you, but how do you perceive it, how do you look at it, and that perception working for you or not? Because a lot of times we get stuck in a situation and we are stuck in the past, or we are stuck in the future, and we're not really living the present moment. So for me, it's very important that I'm surrounded by positive people. I love my work, and I meet a lot of you through my work, and I love that my work is able to touch lives, and that brings me so much fulfillment and joy, and positive thoughts in my mind and consciousness every single day. So very conscious about what's going inside the system in terms of everything, even energies. I'm very conscious about that, where I'm going, where, whom I'm mingling with, what kind of place I am at, and if I am in alignment with all those things that I'm doing or not. It's very, very important to me, and that is a big part of keeping me centered, keeping me grounded, and a big part of my overall well-being. So that's the third thing. Now the fourth thing that really works for my well-being, and it might be different for you. I like to be organized, and I know some of you must be very spontaneous and don't like to plan things, and you like your day to start and just flow through it. That's not me. I'm extremely structured. I want to know exactly what time I'm doing what. And if I have to flow, then I'll keep that time, maybe, an hour in the day when I just want to flow through life, or in the evenings. But during the day when I'm being productive and I am supposed to achieve certain things at work, then I need to be really structured and organized. And I've been like this all my life. And there was a phase in my life where I thought of becoming more spontaneous and just go with the flow and not really have proper structure, but it just doesn't work for me. It did not work for me. It just makes me more stressed out. It really increases my cortisol levels, and it creates havoc in my system and generally in my life. So being organized is one of the practices that I follow for my overall well-being. Now, there are different ways of doing it, but for example, if I'm working on the laptop, I do 20 minutes continuous work, and then I take 5 minutes break, and then I do 20 minutes. For every hour, I've written down what I really want to do. I have a to-do list and what I want to achieve that day. I don't beat myself up if I've not completed that, but at least it's there and I know what I'm supposed to achieve. If I don't have that list, I'll be all over the place and I won't be able to really achieve things that so far I've achieved that I'm very, very proud of. That doesn't mean that I don't keep time to play. Of course, I like to have fun, but that will be also, structured during the day. For example, evenings, maybe if I'm getting out, or weekends will be for that. But so everything is very, very organized in my life. Generally, whatever is in my control. What's not in my control is not in my control. I cannot do anything about it, and then I let that go. But whatever I can, I like to organize that. So that's my fourth one. The fifth and the last practice that I follow that really is very important to me, and I think it has also given me everything that I have so far, because I totally believe in visualization. And so that is my daily practice, one of the daily practices that I do every single day, and that is visualization. So I take at least 10 to 15 minutes, I close my eyes, and this is not during my morning ritual, it's during the day, sometime in between the day, when I close my eyes and I visualize how I want my life to be, long term, short term, on a daily basis, how I want to be feeling long term, short term, and on a daily basis. So that visualization, I visualize it, and sometimes I write down, not always, but I visualize how I want to be, where do I want to be, how I want to be feeling 5 years down the line, 1 year down the line, 1 month down the line, or tomorrow, or right now. So that really shifts a lot of things. For example, if you're not in a good space and you go spiral into your thoughts, I feel visualization really helps, because I can close my eyes and visualize that tomorrow I'll be feeling a certain way, and to be feeling certain that kind or that way, I need to be doing certain things. So take action towards it, basically. And the moment you start to visualize that, you somewhere start to feel like that, and so your first step is taken already, visualizing it how you want to feel it. And then when you've taken action towards it, there is no way you'll not reach it. So visualization is one of the practices that I followed for many years, and I feel like it's worked wonders for me. And once the visualization is done for that day, if there are some steps to be taken in terms of action, then I write those things down, or just have a mental note of those things, like I have to take these actions to be doing this tomorrow, or feeling this way tomorrow, or 1 month down the line, 1 year down the line, 5 years down the line, and things like that. So yeah, these are my 5 daily practices that really keeps me well and keeps me happy, keeps me joyful, keeps me positive, keeps me achieving things that I'm doing, keeps me in a good place, keeps me grounded and very centered. What are your daily practices? Do you have any daily practices that you do every single day for your well-being? If you don't, maybe you can take some of mine and add into your routine. And if you have, please share with me. Maybe I can add some from yours, and I would love to actually know more about your daily practices. So yeah, just share with me. Thanks for watching this video. I absolutely love sharing a piece of my life with you guys, and if you like it too, please comment below, subscribe to my channel, or like this video, or just connect with me either here or on my Instagram. Thank you for watching this. If you want to learn more about 7-day facelift, which is a combination of face yoga and face massage to lift, sculpt and tone your face, then go on my website. I also have another online course, which is Holistic Skincare Masterclass. Check it out. And if you're a professional and you want to learn a massage technique called neo-lifting to increase your business or take your business to another level, then check out my academy. The link is below, Pro Age Aesthetics Academy. See you soon, and sending you lots of love and health.